Hello! Happy New Year, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian, and Selena is over on the floor, probably trying to catch a sunbeam and missing. So, hello! Like I said, welcome to 2026. This is my little floss tube where I talk about stitching, my cat, life, all the good stuff. Obviously New Year's happened. And with that comes New Year's new starts. Life wise, nothing really all that interesting. I did stay up. I was watching on YouTube. I watched like different countries do their New Year's before it got to New Year's here, which was fun. Dubai was definitely a big one. They had a huge, like this big thing going on with music and fireworks, and I think it's the Burj Khalifa, if I remember correctly, the largest, like the biggest, or the tallest, I guess. Um, the tallest building in the world. I'm assuming it was a Burj Khalifa that they were sending those fireworks off of. Germany had a really cool laser show. Um, London had like a very long fireworks show, which is nice. And of course, New York. You gotta watch the ball in New York. So, yeah, that was fun. All right, I got a good bit today, so you may want to grab a piece of stitching and stitch while you're watching. Please, if you do, actually, um, sorry, tell me what you guys are stitching in the comments below. I always appreciate that. If you guys are stitching something while you're watching. All right, so let me go ahead. I had 4 new starts for New Year's new starts. It was not my intention, but that's just kind of how it happened. So it is what it is. I'll kind of explain them as I go. This one was my actual supposed to be New Year new start. So this is Una Buena Pieza, which sorry about that. I believe is one beautiful piece or one beautiful square. I'm not sure. I think maybe one beautiful square. This is Cat Garden. Look at all the kitties. Aren't they cute? So, of course, I'm starting up here. There we go. In this upper left corner, which is where I almost always start. So, the way I'm doing it is actually more going to be like this on a light blue. So, you can see all my colors too. I'm not giving anything away. The pattern in here is kind of small, and some of the, as you can tell, the symbols are kind of busy, so it's kind of hard to see some of the symbols. So I did end up just going ahead and buying the PDF. It was like, I think it was $8. It wasn't that bad. So I did that, and these are all small. Well, okay, this one was the one I got the most stitches on. I got exactly 100 stitches. I have, 100 stitches out of 11,715, so I am not 0.85 done. So there you go. And so I've got a flower, a couple of leaves, and part of a cat face. There you go. Ta-da! It ain't much, but it ain't much. But yeah, like I said, this is all the called for except for one. I had to change a blue because it was a little too close to this blue, which is 16 count robin egg, I should say, by Millennial Fabrics, which is a really nice one. Very nice fabric. It's a little on the stiffer side. It's not the super soft, but it's soft enough. It's fine. It's not that stiff. Yep, so that is 3/1 because I like the coverage on 16 count, almost all the called for, and I throw F-bombs around like confetti, which is very, very true. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this on a weird combination of paper and pattern keeper. There we go. I have to show you guys the picture on the paper because for whatever reason when I went into pattern paper when I went into Pattern Keeper, all it took was the pattern itself, not the whole thing, including the cover sheet, like they normally do. But whatever. Oh, it would help if I actually put this back in there, though. All right, so that was my first official New Year New Start, which is, like I said, the New Year New Start that I was supposed to have. But wait, there's more. So let me go back and Pattern Keeper here. There we go. The second one, this is all Kate's fault. Stitch Yardbark and also half of um Fickle Stitches. There we go. Fickle Stitches here on YouTube. Definitely go check them out. I can show you the picture, but since I do have this anyway. This is Sea Glass. So, Carolyn Manning design, of course. Really, really pretty. For any of you guys, super long-term guys, who have been here for a while, you know that I did this. I started it. Got a few hundred stitches in at least. Maybe a couple hundred, I'm not sure. But anyway, I got a ways in. And I really wasn't like the coverage. It was on a 14 count. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop this. I'll start it later. And I believe it was Kate was working on a different Carolyn Manning. And I was telling her, well, I had Sea Glass, but, I stopped it. And she's like, well, you should restart it. So there you go. So thanks. No, actually, no, I do appreciate it. So this is also in Pattern Keeper. I don't know if I rebought it or if I just asked Carolyn Manning. I don't remember because I've had this in Pattern Keeper for quite a long time. But I have 57 stitches out of 26,244, so not 0.22%. So this is a 18 count easy grid, and all the called for is obviously. So I have, ta-da, one little corner. So there you go. One color in one corner. So yeah, these first few starts here are going to be a little less than impressive, admittedly. But, that is how it goes. So yeah, 18 count Ada, easy grid, all the call fors. That is also 3/2, I believe. Yeah. No. I think that's 2/2. Anyway. But yeah, so that was start number 2. Start number 3 is the biggin. Even bigger than my actual new start. So this is one, I think maybe somebody had talked about it in one of the YouTube videos I watched with Flosstubes. I think they maybe talked about this company, and I took a look and I found this, and I put a shortcut to it on my desktop, and I looked at it for literally a couple of weeks, and I'm just like, I keep looking at it and keep looking at it, and finally I'm like, you know what, I just need to get it, because I'm, if you're staring at it for that long, then that means, that you want to do it. So let me view the PDF, because I do not have this printed. This is by the Cross Stitch Studio. It might have been Vicky Stitch and Button. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to say. I'm sorry. The first one, this is a Stitch and Button bag for the kitties. This one is a Christine Stitch All the Things. Beautiful, beautiful sea otters. Look at the sea otters. And then this one, I don't know. It was on Etsy. It's really nice. There we go. I'll show you the front side of it. Nautical, which has obviously nothing to do with what's inside of it. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure who did this bag, but it's really nice. So if I ever figure it out, I'll have to list it and see if they are still selling. But anyway, so all that to say, this is the White Tiger Ghost Crop. I think maybe, oh, who is the Australian guy I watch? Oh, hold on. Now I need to look him up. Because there's somebody else that's doing this. Or was it... It was either the Australian guy I watch, or it was Jen. I'll have to figure out. Is it either Jen the Caffeinated Stitcher, or it was Dizzy Stitcher. One of the two, I'm pretty sure, are doing this one. But anyway, so White Tiger Ghost Crop, or yeah. Anyway, but it's really pretty. It's 59 colors, 300 by 300. So she big. She big. Uh, in fact, big enough that because of how, even though it's only 59 colors, there's multiples. So the box I'm putting it in. This is also a 18 by 18. I'm sorry, 18 by 18. This is also a 18 count easy grid Ada. There we go. I don't know why I can't talk right now. You're not really going to be able to see much. You can kind of see a little bit over here because it's a white tiger. You can kind of see some of the stitches. Let me go see what I am at here. I am at 60 stitches of 90,000, so I am 0.07. 0.07% done. Woohoo! But yeah, so you can see there are two colors in there. There's no way you can tell that there's two colors, though. I can barely tell there's two colors when I'm actually looking at it. So, but yeah, so 2/1, full stitch, all the called fors, obviously. Yep, I think that is that for my biggest New Year, New Start. Definitely looking forward to that one because I do love me some white tigers. Yeah, despite being a Gamecock fan. So anybody who lives around here understands. So, okay. So, in South Carolina, it's kind of like if anybody who's American and knows college football, if you're in Alabama, you're either an Alabama fan or you're an Auburn fan. You have to be one or the other. So in South Carolina, you either have to be a South Carolina fan or a Clemson fan. Clemson are the Tigers, South Carolina are the Gamecocks. As you might be able to tell by my top here, I'm a Gamecock fan. But the tigers are not white tigers. Obviously, they're regular yellow tiger, yellow. They're regular orange tigers. So, I'm not really a fan of orange tigers, but white tigers, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, yeah. Enough of my little rant there. So, the last of my New Year New Starts. This is the only one that is not on Pattern Keeper. Honestly, I think you can get it as a PDF, but honestly, there's really no reason to. Okay, I know I'm going to say it wrong, but America is in the sesquicentennial. I think I said that right. Anyway, whatever, it is 250 years. So I know a lot of people are going to be doing patriotic stuff, and I have a couple things. I need to finish my One Nation, and I need to finish my Hamilton versus Seabury. Hamilton versus Seabury is really close to being done. There is no reason why I can't finish that. One Nation is between a third and a half, maybe. So it's still got a ways to go, but it's a lot of words. It's not hard stitching, so so I want to finish those this year. But I figured, well, why not? Because I found this at my my LNS last weekend. So I guess this also goes under haul. But this is RETM, American Pride, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not really a patriotic person, to be honest. There's a lot of things not to be patriotic for, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into politics here, but I just do like this. I like the Quakeriness of it, and I don't know. I just like the design of it overall. So, but yeah, so it is only 4 colors, which is nice. The red, white, blue, and gold. Now, I did actually change the colors, just very slightly. Hi, Selena. So we got a Selena here. Hey. Hey, baby. What's up? Hi. Sweet girl. Hello. You gonna come over and say hi? Hello. Hello, sweet thing. Alright, well, there you go. You got your Selena sighting for the day. You're just gonna hang out right here? Oh, got a little headbutt. Thank you. Anyway, so, um, um, I saw this and I'm like, I kind of like it. And like I said, I changed the colors slightly, because just for the fabric I was using. Um, so this is, I believe, hold on, is that a 18 count Stormy Night by Zweigert? There you go. So not the colorful colors. This is, that is, okay, yeah, I don't know why that Live and Die LA is in there. I need to get that out before it confuses me. Anyway, so, yeah, 18 count Stormy Night. Um, and I once again started up here in the corner. Just a few little, Quakery sort of motifs, and yes, that is an empty spot. Um, Something else goes there. It's not a stitch I missed or anything. So I am up here. There we go. Up in this corner where that little square is. That's where I am right now. There you go. So that is that. Not much of a start. This is how many stitches? 72 stitches apparently. And there you go. Of the blue. So, yep, that is that. This is also, again, has nothing to do with, I don't think I have any patriotic bags. So, it's in Beagles. That is, as usual, a Vicky Stitch and Button bag. Alright, that is all my starts. All my New Year new starts. Whew. So, I am not taking it easy on myself this year, apparently, because, why, I suppose. Why do that? Why make it easy? Alright. This is, the rest of them are going to be in no particular order. Might as well show this one. So, hopefully you guys have been watching. I know a few people have been watching, not a bunch. But I am doing a 12 Days of Christmas. It's a Forbidden Fiber Co. Smaug, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit sort of mystery 12 Days of Christmas. And this is it's a lot like the Sherlock one, where this is done in black and white, so you don't know what the colors are. Again, as obviously they have the DMC colors, but I'm not looking it up because that's cheating. But yes, it's the home. The home is behind, the world ahead. So we got the dwarf being held by the orcs, barrel riding, Lonely Mountains, Smoggy Poo, the tree where they get stuck in with the eagles, I believe, and Bjorn. I believe is that one of the eagles? Because I'm not 100% sure what's going on down there, but I guess it's maybe one of the birds. But anyway, and then Bjorn down there, and Lake Town. I think it's called Lake Town. Yeah, I believe it's called Lake Town. Anyway, so yep, that's all that. So I am opening. Hello again. I am opening them up, and hello, hi. So I've gotten 7 days done so far, and got some really nice colors. Obviously I do not have all 7 on here. I have three on here so far. That's it. So I am way behind. I knew I wasn't going to finish this, um, um, you know, on time, but this is the length and the breadth of it, so you can see where the dwarf will be. The barrel riders down here to the side. I got Smoggy Poo and a little bit of the top of the tree over here. So, even though it doesn't look huge, there is a lot of stitching on the inside of it. So, there is a good bit to go. This is the called for, obviously all the called for threads, and the called for fabric. This is all Forbidden Fiber. You get the whole thing. It is Middle Earth, 1/8 of a yard. And yeah, that is about that. So, and this is another search button. Again, has nothing to do with what's inside of it, because I'm just terrible with that. I have a lot of bags, but I don't really, most of the time, I don't really bother to try to match them up because it's just, I'll take kind of what's on the top, what's ready to go, which is why you see a lot of the same bags over and over. And there's a lot of really cool bags over there that you either haven't seen ever or haven't seen in a long time. So, sorry, I guess. Sorry, but not really all that sorry. Okay. So, that is that. The next one, um, I don't remember if you guys saw this one last week or not. I think you probably did. Yeah, I think you did actually. This is the ink circles. So this is once again Vicky Stitch Button and Kate Stitch Yardbark um, for um, for Vicky's birthday. Sorry, my mind went blank there. So for Vicky's birthday, we all started ink circles. They both did two of the red ships, the a bigger and a middle one, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing a ship, but I have tons of ink circles to do, so I'm doing all sorts, assorted sorts. Sorry, because I like the pun. Like I said, I don't like licorice all sorts, but I like the pun. This is a stitch and button uh, pride bag, which I love. And the fabric is Fox and Rabbit, October 22, fabric of the month, Rose Garden, 16 count, fat quarter. So I will have tons and tons and tons left over. Trying to get this fabric moved here. And this is all the called fors. They're just um, DMCs. There we go. So I have all of the dark part, 3371, I believe it is. All the dark part of the all sorts done. So all I have to do is just fill in the colors, and then the it takes all sorts I'll do last, because that way I can do all of this without having to move the um oh, actually, no, okay, sorry, the it takes all sorts is over on this side. I apologize. I was like, wait, that's not enough room. But yeah, so it takes all sorts is over here. So I'll do all the colors here, and that way I only have to move the hoop once. So there you go. I don't really think it'll take all that much time to do this. So this is one that I'm going to try to focus on a finish soon-ish. I mean, there's no time period. As you can tell, yeah, like I said, tons of fabric left because it is a fat quarter. It's a really pretty kind of pinky yellowy. It sounds like a weird combo, but it actually goes really well here. Fox and Rabbit are always great about um, colors and such like that. So I always look forward to using their fabric, even though I don't have as much as I would like, because I need to work through the fabric I have first, and then they will definitely be one of the companies that I will go to get more fabric, for sure. Okay, now we're doing all right on time. So I got, okay, this one was a December new start. I think All Sorts, All Sorts was also a December new start. So a lot of these, actually, all of these but one were either started in December or January. So yeah, I had a big, like, Startosaurus at the end of this year. So this one is the last one. No, this is not the last one that I need for my pattern keeper. Nope, come on, pattern keeper. There we go. All right, so this one is one that you definitely saw last week. View PDF. There we go. So this is Thread Geeks Cross Stitch. I think it was I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm 98% sure that it was Fickle Stitches that said, "Oh hey, Thread Geeks is having a sale." I think it was. But anyway, so this is Thread Geeks Doctor Who. Ta-da! um, 10th/14th Doctor, specifically David Tennant, because of course. 162 by 216. It is only, oh, how many colors is it? It's not very many colors. I think it's what? Hold on. Maybe 25 colors or something like that. It's not very many. Um, so I have, okay, well, so this, I always have to explain this one because it sounds like I have a whole crapload of stitches done when I really don't, because there was a little light colored square around the back of them, and it didn't even you can't even see it. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that square. So I marked all of those off. So it says that I am actually have 15,262 stitches out of 34,992. So it says I'm 43% done, but even though it says that, this is all I've got. This is 18 count, 18 count easy guide, Ada. So, and just, I've got the 310 of his lower shoulder here. So, and this, there's a lot of fabric left. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, it looks like I have a lot done, but I have a lot of stitches left on this thing. So it's going to take a while. I'll show you where I am in the picture one more time here. So, whoops, nope. This was actually, sorry about that. This was actually a lower left-hand start instead of a upper left-hand start. So where I am is right down here in this little corner. That's all I've got is his little shoulder / arm. That is where I am right now on that one. So, oh, this one does have a little bit to do with it. It's a sticky button, okay, stitchy button bag. So, I mean, at least, you know, it's something to do with it. And I also have this cool needle minder that is by Crafty Emily, I believe, across the pond. So she has some really cool um, uh, needle minders and such. And so I would definitely recommend taking a look at her. I believe that she does it in her Ko-Fi. I think is where she has her store. I'll try to remember to put a link down to her. Um, so you can take a look at her stuff, because she has, ooh, that's not good, that came loose. Not only, sorry about that, not only needle minders, but she also has like thread keeps and all sorts of different stuff. And I believe that she is shipping to the US again. I know she had to pause for a time, but I do believe that she is shipping to the US again. You may want to double check on that, but I'm 98% sure of that. Okay, let me do this one then. Since this is the last one I'll have to use for my pattern keeper, might as well. PDF. Alright, so this, I guess, could have to do with what's in it if you do like a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon sort of thing. But for anybody who has been here a while, you know what will be in here. This is, excuse me, sorry. This is an itchy nose apparently. Arsenal! Ta-da! There we go. Arse, as it always says. I tell you what, I'm going to keep this saying arse for as long as I possibly can, because I think that's hilarious. But anyway, so, we played Aston Villa, beat them 4-1. It was a great game. I did put 300 stitches in. I did not get 400, but I almost got it. This one, I mean, it's one of those things. If I'm sorry, that's really bothering me. I apologize. If I'm not getting all of them, I'm not really sweating it too much, because I'm kind of doing this for myself. So, if we have a high scoring game like that and um, I don't get all the hundreds of stitches I need, it's fine. It's no big deal. So what I did was covered up the R a little bit. So I did all this up and down a bit, and obviously coming back over here. So there you go. It is slow going. So right now, so this is, I'm sorry, Arsenal Football Club, kind of cross stitched by ozstitch.com.au. So it's an English club, patterns done by an Australian, and it's being stitched by an American. So yeah, there you go. That's kind of funny. But I am at, let's see, 6,100 out of 19,061. I am exactly 32% done. This is, I believe, is this 16 or 18 count? I believe that's 16 count. So I believe this is 2 over 1 on 16 count. Called for colors. There's only 4 of them. No, 5 of them. Sorry. There's only 5 of them. 4 of them are on right now. I believe it's the ecru, I believe, that's in the little thing at the bottom is the only color that I have not put in yet, because obviously I haven't gotten to it yet. So there you go. All right. And all right. Cool. All right, so that should be Pattern Keeper all sorted. There you go. And I have a gigantic pile of stitchy things over here that I'm going to have to do something with. But that is all of that. So one more. This is also a December start. This was yet another one by, oh wait, so this does kind of have something to do with it. So this one is another bag. It is a stitching button that does have something to do with what's inside of it. And this was yet another forbidden fiber. Yes, I have a bunch of them. I'm giving Fickle Stitches a run for their money on being sponsored by Forbidden Fiber. I'm watching you guys. So this is the Christmas Vacation box that they had. So it's called Hallelujah. Is your house on fire, Clark? So yeah, anybody who knows National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation will understand this. Once again, this is all of the called for fabrics with the called for threads that they all came together. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where there we go. This is Forbidden Fiber Toasted Coconut, 1/8 of a yard. And these are all the pretty colors. All the colors. So there's not a whole bunch of colors. I don't know, 6 or 7? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 colors. So there you go. Couple of shades of white, couple of shades of green, couple of shades of red, a yellow and a black. So there you go. You can tell the colors I have gotten to and the ones I haven't to yet, but all right. So let me move this, and I love that all of the needle minders are also Christmas Vacation related. So this one is the most related everything I think I have in all my box or all my stuff. So there you go. I'm almost got the entire Hallelujah across the top. So I've got the Hallelujah, Holy Shit, Where's the Tylenol? Shitter was full, and this is the one that came with it. You serious, Clark? These two are like the not plastic, but I forget what they call it. Anyway, resin, I think. I'm not sure what they are. Anyway, but and then this one actually is metal, which is kind of cool. So there you go. This is a 16 count toasted coconut. Like I said, all the called fors. Yep, and I think that's that. So this did not take as long as I thought it might, which was nice. I'm glad to hear that. Glad for that to be, because I am running a little short on time. But I think we are good. I believe I've shown you everything I need to show you. The only thing that I got at my LNS last week was the pattern, the RATM pattern for the US. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. Okay. Little yawn there. The only thing I got was that pattern, the um, for that Quakery USA sort of thing. Um, yep, I think that's good. So, um, like I said, I would love for you guys to keep watching my 12 Days of Christmas. I've been really enjoying doing those. I have done the one for today, so it did go up before this. Um, and so yeah, I'll keep doing that until the 6th of January, I believe it is. I believe that's when the last one is. Um, please please subscribe, hit the little notification button. I don't get paid for this, but it just helps me in the YouTube algorithm. Please comment. I read every single one. I promise. Um, I do have a Ko-fi coffee. If you guys want to buy one, but no pressure, obviously. Um, yeah, and you guys did get your little New Year's hint of Selena. So hopefully she will continue to grace us with her presence throughout this 2026. So I guess not much else to say. I hope you guys had a good holiday, whatever holiday you were celebrating, or just spend time with family. I hope you guys had a good New Year's. Hope you didn't drink too much. We had um, we had some sparkling grape juice, but unfortunately I couldn't get it open. I don't know why. So it's still open in our or still unopened in our fridge. So I didn't get any bubbly for 2026. Hopefully that doesn't bode badly for the rest of the year. We'll see. Um all right. I can't think of any reason why I wouldn't be able to film next week. So until next week, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.